Hello, everyone. This is Angela, your midlife hair and scalp health coach. So let's talk about regrowing hair in midlife. There are some things that you should take into consideration that even if you continue using the same products that you're using, that you may be able to do things a bit differently and still make a meaningful difference in the condition of your hair. It can be done. So I'm going to cover a few topics this evening. Probably hit 4 or 5 topics just for you to think about, try out, come back, and give me some feedback as to whether or not it made a difference for you because I know that it will. So first up, you always want to moisturize on soaking wet hair. Moisturizing dry hair is just like throwing the moisturizer away. Moisturize on soaking wet hair. That makes the biggest difference. That right there makes the biggest difference. You also want to make sure that you're shampooing on a regular basis. And when I'm saying shampooing on a regular basis, I mean if you are someone who forever co-washes, and does not use shampoo, those are the ladies that I'm talking to. Those are the queens that I'm talking to because you're missing out on prime time to be able to moisturize your hair because your moisture cannot penetrate through product buildup. So you're thinking about dirt, sebum, product residue, all those things building up on your hair and your scalp. You can't moisturize through all those layers. So you have to remove those layers by shampooing to be able to moisturize successfully. So you always want to make sure that you're moisturizing on soaking wet hair, and then that you're using shampoo at least weekly. I understand that life gets in the way and sometimes things just don't go as planned because I know it does that way for me. So I may have to do a quick co-wash in between because I don't have the time to actually do a full shampoo and restyle and whatever else I may want to do for my hair during that time period. So I get it. But I'm talking to the ladies who may never shampoo because they're co-washing every single time, not using shampoo. Those are the ones that I'm talking to. You also, deep conditioning with protein is required. Your hair is more than 80% keratin protein, and it needs protein to maintain its health. It needs protein to maintain its health. So if you had an experience where protein left your hair mushy, matted, or tangled, like it almost felt weighed down and like you felt like you needed to start over with shampooing to be able to detangle your hair, I've been there. I've been there before. Turned out I was using a protein that I was actually allergic to. I was using shea butter, which is an amazing ingredient, just not for me because I'm allergic to it. And it left my hair that way when I had relaxed hair. I can only imagine what a shea product, a shea protein treatment would do for my hair. Now, I can only imagine what that would be like because I had relaxed hair when I used it. And it wasn't for months later, maybe even up to a year before I even found out why shea did that to me. And I'm allergic to latex, have been allergic to latex for years. And so if you are allergic to latex, things you should avoid is shea, aloe, bananas, plantains, kiwi, strawberries, and avocados. Just for starters, those are things that you should avoid in your hair and in your body, in your diet if you are allergic to latex, because all of those items have latex properties. All of them do. Now, so next up, also at night, you want to make sure you're using a silk or satin bonnet or a pillowcase or scarf because you got to protect your hair from the drying effects of cotton. Cotton is very drying and dehydrating, and it will pull the moisture right from your hair. It creates tangles and snarls. It will also shorten the life of your style. So, giving your hair something to glide upon protects it. It protects the style of your hair. It protects the moisture that is in your hair. And think about it, you using different treatments and serums and moisturizers and retinol and all kinds of things on your face. And your face against a cotton pillowcase, it does the same thing to your face. It's going to pull those products right off your face. And I'm sure you spent good money buying those products and you're wanting to experience that effect on your face, but you're losing it to your pillowcase. You're losing that battle to your pillowcase. So I actually sleep on a satin pillowcase and I use a satin scarf. Sometimes I have used bonnets. Mostly I've been using scarves of late. I like that I can make them a bit bigger or smaller depending on what I'm doing to my hair. So, like if my hair is in flexi rods or curl formers or bantu knots, whatever I'm doing, I like that I can just fold it a different way and make it a bit larger. So, the pillowcase and the scarf is what works for me, but you do what works for you. Again, I want you to just try these things with what you have in your home and see if it makes a difference. I'm not even telling you to go buy new products. I'm telling you to make use of what you have in your home, try it a little bit differently, and come back and drop a note and let me know how this worked for you. Hey, if this content is helping you, be sure that you're liking and subscribing because I want to keep you around. I want you to know every time I'm dropping something.